Jay?
Well, you got me thinking about leadership as teaching people how to think.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that that's how we define leadership in our company, right? And we're a training company. So you can almost say we're a leadership company. I don't know, just leadership starts with you. And I think we all have a chance. Like, this is a great time of year, the beginning and end of the year, to reflect back, kind of jumping back on what y'all were talking about earlier, and try to draw some insights from our experiences so that we can just keep getting better.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. I think between Wendy's and mine, I've kind of knocked out my main checklist of what I would want to throw out there for a call to action, but maybe that's it. How about you, Wendy? Anything else?
I would just end with who you surround yourself with is pretty much everything. And whenever I ask the question in a class that I'm teaching, if Keller Williams has changed your life for the better, 95% of all the hands in the room always go up, because it is truly an incredible company. And it's like Jay said, Gary is someone to follow. He was just at Walt Disney World with his daughter, with his granddaughter and his son this past week. I know, because I was there with my sister, hoping we would maybe bump into each other. We didn't, but I mean, he is someone to follow. I mean, he's a self-made billionaire. He's got a great relationship with his wife and his kid and now his grandchildren. And he's someone who genuinely cares about the people in his company. I mean, it's kind of amazing to think about all of the time and energy he spends pouring into his people. I mean, he doesn't need to do that anymore. I mean, he could go buy a yacht and live on it. And yet he shows up every day, helping people kind of live their best life. So who you surround yourself with is everything. And who you align yourself with is also everything.
He shared a fun moment with me. I'll just share, I hope this is okay with him, but he's there with John and Weezy, their granddaughter. They call her Weezy. I wish I could even tell you what her name is. It's stuck with me now, the nickname. But John was laying down for a nap. She's, I guess, 3 years old, 3.5 years old, 4 years old, something like that. And Gary had this memory of him laying down with John in that same hotel to take a nap when they had gone to Disney. And he goes, Jay, I just kind of flipped out a little bit. Here is this thing where I'm just watching time repeating the family, he's a great role model. And that, his wife, if you ask, all the things that Gary's accomplished was he's there. And she'll say, if he's not in the picture, he was taking the picture.
I love that. That's a wonderful, wonderful vision for me to see that, honestly. And I think that's, just thinking back on some of the, not mistakes that I've made, but where I've kind of really pushed with the business. That's where I've gone wrong. That I've in fact, one of my daughters said to me once, and I'll share it. I don't mind who's listening, but one of my daughters said to me once, I was in the middle of trying to reply to an agent on my phone while I'm shoveling dinner in with the other hand, trying to do multitask, which we know is wrong in itself. And I was trying to do it, and she called my name a few times, and then I eventually turned and said, "Sorry, darling, what's the matter?" And she just said, "You're here, but you're not present." I was like,
"Oh." Accountability at the dinner table.
Oh yeah, that hurt. Yeah, so I'm not going to make that mistake again. I have one final question for you all, for you both, sorry, and it's really random. But do either of you have any tattoos, and are you willing to share with me what they are?
I have no tattoos.
You have none. Oh, okay. That's a domino right there.
Yeah, it's from the book. So I kind of have them there to remind myself of when I'm at my best. I kind of have the husband hat on first and the dad hat. As long as those come on first, everything else kind of falls in line.
Is that why it's in that position, so you can see it all the time as well?
Yeah, they're for me. They're aimed at me. I've had people go, "Is that a power switch?" They can't quite tell when they're upside down, but they're for me.
Amazing. Fantastic. Yeah. Well, thank you. I can't thank you both enough for spending the time with me. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I'll bump into you in Anaheim in February, because I'm coming along. So thank you for everything that you do for all of us as a community all around the world. I appreciate you very, very much.
And you'll have to tell us if you've got tattoos then too. All right. It's got to go both ways.
I don't, but I might go and get one of those in a very take place. I'll let you know.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.